I was first diagnosed, I think, probably about 3 or 4 years ago.
My daughter was first diagnosed when she was 4 years old.
When I first was diagnosed, it came absolutely as a bolt out of the blue. I didn't expect it.
I did find it out myself. That was about 2 years ago.
When I was first diagnosed, I thought diabetes is not for me.
That was it really, and then I went home and I was devastated. I cried. I spent the next few weeks looking up on the internet what diabetes actually is.
In fact, I was rather flippant. I just thought, oh, I'd take a tablet and that's it.
Straight away my mind went to possibility of having an amputation because my mother had it, my grandmother died suddenly, all diabetes related. So that fear got me very, very worried and depressed.
I've recently become aware that there is a 15 healthcare essentials. I've only found out about it in this last week, and I've been diagnosed for over 3 years.
Well, I don't really have a regular review.
I have a regular review with my GP, and that has been fair. Because now that I have heard so much about podiatry, I know that a lot more could have been done.
My National Health GP she just sort of dispenses the prescriptions, and she didn't even tell me about foot care review.
I don't actually have a one-to-one with the GP about this, and I realise I need to, because having looked at the 9 whatever they're called, processes, there's one missing on like the urine test. I have never had that.
3 or 4 times I see my GP. During the time I discuss with him very freely, without any fear.
I have the regular retina screening, and that I'm reminded about by the Maida Vale Centre every year. I also have the H, you'll have to remember, H whatever it is, 1C, blood test. But I'm the one who actually sort of initiates that.
I thought about discussing my low mood around diabetes. However, there just never is any time.
I went to my GP, and my GP just prescribed me tablets, which I decided not to take them because it would have made me more sick and more depressed.
Well, the worst thing I think was that I have prostate cancer. And as part of the treatment of that, I was prescribed, I forget what it's actually called, but the trade name is Zoladex. And nobody ever said to me that Zoladex had any effect on diabetes.
My GP has not given me any education per se on diabetes because the time is too short, the 5 minutes. So they really don't have time, even if they want to do it.
They say as long as I haven't gone to them, so they're quite happy not to see me. I realise now I've got to go to them.
A lot of my service users have complained that immediately they get to the doctor in the surgery, before he even listens to them, he has prescribed paracetamol.
I think what would be a huge step forward to have support available, whether it's from a psychological level or on a practical level with regards to blood sugars and weight loss. So those 3 areas, that there is actual practical support out there, or help or support groups.
One thing I would like to say is that I would like to find it easier to get information about tests that I've taken. But in other words, I want to be part of the medical process.
Don't expect diabetes sufferers to know who to turn to when they get diagnosed with diabetes.
Make sure that you make the family aware, about the whole condition from different aspects. So it's from injection to food to exercise, to have also information available through different sources, If it could be leaflet, it could be workshop, it could be in schools, it could be in libraries, and get together with other people with the same problem and share the experience.
One other thing I would like to see more from GPs is how to support people who don't speak English in the community. Every doctor's surgery or every cluster that is being put together now should have at least a specialist nurse who can also do outreach work into the community.